In the news, expressions of interest to salvage the MV Bereimma being evaluated. CXC expands approach to certification beyond CSEC and Cape. Caribbean Broadcasting Union begins 57th AGM with tour of NCN. This is our Monday, August 17 edition of the NCN News. I'm Kristen Josiah. Thank you for joining us. Now, first up, the government has moved to the next stage of selecting a contractor to salvage the ill-fated MV Bereimma. This update was provided by Prime Minister Mark Phillips following last Friday's deadline for expressions of interest.
The bids come in, then you have to go through the bids, they have to do evaluation, and then determine who will get the contract. Hold on, and then negotiate the contract, right? So it's a process that has started, and the process is ongoing. This finality.
The MV Bereimma sank in the Atlantic Ocean while en route from Georgetown to Port Kaituma in Region 1, with an estimated 179 people aboard. The tragedy claimed the lives of 73 people, while 76 persons were rescued. 30 people remain missing, making it the deadliest maritime disaster in Guyana's history. Meanwhile, the government has intensified its support for survivors and families affected by the MV Bereimma tragedy, with international assistance from the United Nations and the Red Cross also being sought. The update from Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vindya Prasad, who said the government remains focused on providing assistance and addressing the immediate and longer-term needs of those affected by the tragedy. Celestine Chacon reports.
Speaking on the Starting Point podcast, Dr. Vindya Prasad said approximately 75 social workers, counselors, and psychologists have been deployed across several regions where they continue to work directly with affected families. She said these efforts have been ongoing through the HEART initiative, while the ministry is now preparing to launch a new platform aimed at expanding access to further support.
And so this week, I am ensuring that an online platform will be launched. It's called Embrace. And the first effort of this platform is going to be the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security National Counseling Platform, which will be expanding over time. But the first thing that we are going to do is to offer the service to anyone impacted and affected by the MV Bereimma tragedy.
This new initiative will allow qualified professionals from Guyana and the diaspora to volunteer their expertise, giving users access to counselors based on their areas of specialization, with confidential and personalized sessions available by voice or video. Prasad also noted that while this is ongoing, government is seeking additional support from international organizations.
We do have a strong team here, and it's continuing to build. I've also reached out to the Red Cross to ask for their support. I've spoken to the UN to ask for their support. So that support is building.
She also clarified that the immediate financial assistance being provided by the government is not compensation, but is intended to help families cover urgent needs such as food, transportation, and other essential expenses during this difficult time. The minister emphasized that the government's response will not cease as families continue to navigate the different stages of grief and begin rebuilding their lives. For NCN News, Celestine Chacon.
Thank you, Celestine. We tell you now that the growing use of artificial intelligence in Caribbean media is taking center stage as broadcasters and journalists from across the region gather in Guyana for the 57th Caribbean Broadcasting Union Annual General Assembly and 37th Annual Media Awards. The three-day event is examining how AI is changing broadcasting, journalism, and content creation, while also raising questions about ethics, accuracy, and newsroom policy. Delegates officially began their engagement in Guyana on Monday with a tour of the National Communications Network, getting a first-hand look at the operations of the country's public broadcaster. And with Caribbean media and AI as the central theme of this year's assembly, broadcasters are expected to explore both the opportunities AI presents for the industry and the safeguards needed as its use expands.
So, yes, but we are looking at an AI policy. The Department of Public Information, which is the information arm of the government, which is upstairs, they have a policy, but of course, we're a news agency. So we have to develop one that is in line with news and journalism, basically. But we are looking at a policy.
Meanwhile, the Caribbean Examinations Council is expanding its approach to certification, moving beyond its traditional CSEC and CAPE qualifications to recognize a wider range of skills and competencies. CXC Registrar Dr. Wayne Wesley says 2 new models will allow Caribbean countries to develop programs based on their own national priorities while benefiting from CXC's quality assurance and regional recognition.
Of hybrid innovation and proxy innovation. The hybrid innovation is simply combining products from CXC with products at the national level that is of importance to that particular country in awarding a particular qualification.
The initiative also targets skills linked to emerging economic opportunities, including the region's creative and cultural industries. Wesley says competencies demonstrated in areas such as design, craft, and cultural festivals could now be formally assessed and certified.
You heard member states speaking about the orange economy and what they want to achieve with the orange economy. There are certain areas of that economy like the design, the craft, the cultural skills, and the design skills that persons will display in our carnivals, in our crop over in Barbados, in the case of Barbados, and the carnivals in the case of Trinidad and Tobago, and those festivals that we have right across the region.
CXC says the aim is to give people with these specialized skills qualifications that carry recognition beyond their home countries, creating opportunities for employment and further development across the Caribbean and globally. As the Guyana Power and Light GPL continues to upgrade and modernize its transmission and distribution network, the issue of electricity theft will be addressed more efficiently and effectively. So says Prime Minister Mark Phillips as he fielded questions from the media on the matter of electricity theft. He explained that the investments being made will see Guyana developing heavily on technology and building out a smart electricity grid.
So we're going to achieve a smart grid, I would say, over the next 5-10 years. And we're going to reach the point, like in many other countries, where they can sit in a control center and identify who's stealing electricity and just turn them off.
In the meantime, GPL's Loss Reduction Department continues to work to identify theft and remove the illegal connections from the grid. Minister of Public Utilities Deodat Indar says commercial losses amount to about 12% of the overall losses faced by GPL. Coming up, new government service center launched in Letham, Region 9, and Sigma engineers reject Mohammed's allegations, signals legal action. More news after the break. Stay with us.
Samsung new and improved air conditioners. Reformed and renovated, with 36% thicker copper condenser coil, anti-corrosive protection on the condenser, prevents oxidation. Get 10-year warranty on condenser coil and compressor. Built-in voltage protector that protects against unstable electrical current. Samsung new and improved air conditioners. Reformed and renovated. Available at ACH Inc., Guyana's factory authorized Samsung distributor. Call 222-5685 or 600-7810.
Across Guyana, oil and gas companies are supporting stronger educational opportunities, from hands-on STEM programs and smart classrooms to teacher development, university education, and practical training. These investments are helping young Guyanese develop technical, digital, and problem-solving skills while creating clearer pathways to further education and employment. By investing in learning today, Guyana is building the expertise and innovation needed for tomorrow.
This is your chance to win big with Digicel's $6 million spin to win. Top up $2,000 or more or pay your postpaid bill on time and you could get a chance to spin the wheel for serious cash. Every week, you could win up to $1 million in cash. Imagine it. One top up, one bill payment, one spin, and boom, you're a winner. So don't wait. Top up now or pay your Digicel postpaid bill on time. Digicel's $6 million spin to win. Your chance starts today. Terms and conditions apply. Digicel. Real connection.
In today's tough driving conditions, every engine faces three powerful enemies: engine heat, pollutants, and frequent short trips. Each factor is a direct cause of engine sludge, a buildup of dirt that can block vital oilways. This triple threat demands triple protection. Castrol GTX's Triple Protect Power is engineered to fight these three main causes of engine sludge.
At Tulsi Prasad, we believe in strength down to the core. We produce and supply steel that meets strict ASTM standards right here at home. Our team knows the work, helping builders, contractors, and do-it-yourselfers find what they need fast. Used in everything from marine vessels to construction and mining. Tulsi Steel, holding its own in every industry. We're building Guyana strong, right down to the core. Tulsi Prasad Limited, built to last, built to endure.
Safety begins with everyday choices. Recognizing hazards, following procedures, using the right equipment, and speaking up when something is wrong. From offshore operations to our homes, roads, and workplaces, looking out for one another can prevent incidents, protect lives, and help build a stronger culture of responsibility across Guyana. Since offshore oil production began, the sector has supported Guyana's long-term development. Learn more by visiting oilnow.gy.
Ready to design your dream jewelry? It's simple with Raj Jewelry. WhatsApp us your design, and our skilled jewelers will create it just for you. Stop searching. Start designing. Get the custom piece you've always wanted today. Call us or book your appointment now at 658-5730. Find us at Movietown and Giftland Mall. Raj Jewelry, your vision, our craft.
Nature inspired the technology behind Dry Coat by Lanco, a paint that repels moisture, keeping your walls dry and flawless. No stains, no damage, just beautiful protected walls. With Dry Coat, you can choose any color you love and stop humidity in its tracks. Dry Coat by Lanco. Perfect walls, moisture free. The experts recommend Lanco.
Lanco Guyana Inc. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lanco Guyana. Telephone 227-1725 or WhatsApp 743-0348.
Welcome back. You're watching the NCN News. We tell you now that as Guyana prepares for the rollout of its development bank, small businesses are being positioned to access new financing opportunities. But the Small Business Bureau says getting the money is only part of the equation. Businesses must also be able to demonstrate that they are ready to receive and manage that financing. Naisha Bristol explains in this week's Republic Bank-sponsored Business Report.
The Guyana Development Bank will soon open another financing door to small businesses, providing entrepreneurs with access to much-needed capital. But before you walk through that door, the Small Business Bureau says there is another question that must be answered, and that is your business ready for that money? For many small businesses, accessing finance has traditionally meant navigating interest rates, collateral requirements, and the challenge of proving that the business is financially viable. And as Guyana prepares to introduce another financing option, the Small Business Bureau says some entrepreneurs still have work to do inside their businesses.
Have some challenges with what we call financial literacy. And they have challenges with preparing sound business plans. While many of them have viable business operations, because of poor record keeping, they're not able to show how viable that business is on paper.
In other words, a business may be doing well, but if an owner cannot properly document that performance, accessing finance can become difficult. Cash flow and business planning are among the areas where entrepreneurs continue to face challenges. And this is where the Small Business Guru says its role becomes important.
We train them in the area of financial management and record keeping. We train them in things like small business management, all to enhance their skill in their operations so that they will be better equipped to access finance and be better equipped to prepare documents to take to the bank to access the financing that is available.
And the SBB says its role will complement the development bank, giving entrepreneurs more financing options. But corporations should start now. Entrepreneurs are being encouraged to have their business plans, records, and documents in order before financing opportunities become available.
They should also ensure that the business is registered so that as soon as the door to the development bank is open, they have a proposal ready with all the requirements that the bank is looking for.
So, as the development bank prepares to come on board, the SBB is urging entrepreneurs to get their businesses in order so they are ready when financing opportunities arrive. For NCN Business, Naisha Bristol.
Thank you, Naisha. A new government service center has been launched in Letham, Region 9. Speaking at the launch, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said the facility represents an important step forward for the region and will make government services more accessible to residents. The center will provide a cluster of government services in one convenient location, reducing the need for residents to travel long distances, particularly to Georgetown, to conduct essential transactions. This is expected to significantly benefit residents of Letham and neighboring communities by saving them both time and the expense associated with traveling to access essential services. Concerns are growing over efforts by international drug traffickers to use Guyana as a transshipment point for narcotics destined for other markets. Director of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, James Singh, says law enforcement agencies with support from international partners are stepping up efforts to disrupt these networks. Nakase Logan has that story.
Director of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, James Singh, says while there are concerns about the increased efforts to make Guyana a transshipment point, he is grateful for the international support offered to combat this. His comment follows the recent destruction of a quantity of illicit substance worth some $430 million.
The scale at which that group came is an indication, to answer your question, that yes, we should be worried because of efforts to use Guyana as a gateway. I must also thank our international partners like the DA and others who are doing a lot more to help Guyana and to ensure that we do not become, that haven, so to speak, for the cartels wishing to move their product through.
Guyana's geographic location places it along a key transshipment route for drug trafficking, and the CANU director says there has been an increased push to move narcotics through this country, driven by demand and the higher prices offered in consumer markets. However, he notes that CANU, along with other law enforcement agencies, have been working to dismantle the network, as was evident with a recent bust that saw some convictions.
Over the last 3 weeks, we would have conducted a major operation involving a foreign drug trafficking organization that attempted to bring drugs into Guyana and then further transship it to other territories. Luckily, we were able to identify that group, conduct operations, and we were able to dismantle, place some of them before the court. There was a successful conviction, and the others, they're no longer here.
Singh says the efforts by CANU and its counterparts demonstrate that the battle to disrupt these networks are yielding results. Nakasia Logan, NCN News.
Thank you, Nakasi. Sigma Engineers Limited Inc. has rejected allegations made by opposition leader Azruddin Mohammed concerning the company and its operations in Guyana and says it has engaged legal counsel with the intention of pursuing legal action. In a statement issued today, Sigma disputed claims surrounding its establishment, stating that Sigma Engineers Limited has been incorporated and operating in Bangladesh since 2003. The statement said Sigma was registered in Guyana on October 6, 2022, and received its first contract here in 2026, following a national competitive bidding process conducted through the National Procurement and Tender Administration Board. Sigma also clarified the role of Mohammed Akhtar Ali, saying he serves as a senior technical consultant to its Guyana operations and that he has no affiliation with a company in Bangladesh. Sigma said it remains committed to operating in accordance with Guyana's laws and maintaining high standards of professionalism, accountability, and integrity. The company said further information regarding its operations and the issues raised would be provided as it continues consultations with its legal counsel. For those viewing the news online, we thank you for watching and good night. The news continues live on television with sport after these messages.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true, or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Building or renovating anytime soon? Be sure to check us out at Unique Electrical for all domestic, commercial and industrial electrical supplies. We offer an extensive range of products such as cables, panels, breakers, lamps, bulbs, trunking, conduits and fittings, changeover switches, bus bars, transformers, etc. at affordable prices. Be sure to give us a call on 225-2250 or visit us at 238 South Road Border for all your electrical needs.
Ready to turn your passion for beauty into a real career? At Nayeli School of Cosmetology, hands-on training prepares students for the beauty industry from head to toe. Learn hair cutting, coloring, perming and styling. Master manicures, pedicures and acrylic nails. Get certified in waxing from eyebrow shaping to full body services. Build confidence with body massage techniques and step into the world of barbering. Whether the goal is working in a salon or starting a beauty business, this is where it begins. Nayeli School of Cosmetology, 211 New Market Street between Camp and Waterloo Streets, North Cummingsburg. Call 621-8851 or 226-2124. Enroll today at Nayeli School of Cosmetology.
What's fresh, clean, and keeps colors beautiful? It's Ozon's powder detergent. For the very best results, add Ozon fabric softeners. The power of Ozon.
Imported and distributed by BPATS.
With amazing ambience, great food, and great customer service, Hard Rock Cafe is the place to be. Enjoy all-you-can-eat wings on Mondays, karaoke on Tuesdays, double deal Thursdays, and live entertainment on Fridays and Saturdays. Plus, check out their rock shop for amazing merch. Visit Hard Rock Cafe at Movietown from 11 hours to midnight daily. For reservations, contact 502-4736 or 648-8686.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2026 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Persons eligible for registration must visit the GCOM registration office responsible for their area of residence to apply. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were registered. Applied for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered must collect their new ID cards if they have not yet done so. This registration exercise will end on November 30, 2026. You need to apply for a transfer if you now live at a different address than the one you were registered at. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.